with me as I discover the island of Bermuda and take in one of its unique features, the Crystal Caves. Good morning. So, if you want to sleep in and you don't know what you want to do for excursions the night before, on Prima, you come out of the dock, just look for Norwegian people with their signs. It's a short excursions and they can throw you on a last minute bus. So I am off to Caves and Aquarium, last minute trip. So, and it was $169. So, got my coffee and I'm ready to go.
Beautiful Black Bay Beach around here. If you guys just want to go to a nice little beach that's close, enjoy the water. The water's a little rough on the outside and it is a little windy. You can always come on this side.
This excursion starts with the driver orienting us to the island. It was about a 40-minute drive, and he points out the various sites that you'll see and notable places on the island.
They sit right in the mangrove cave. They have a beautiful beach there.
I was shocked by the number of facts that the driver knew. There was never a quiet moment on this drive, which could be a blessing and a curse for some of you. But as my first time here in Bermuda, it was helpful to hear about the history as well as what were the key sites. Alright, after about a 40-minute ride, we are now at the Crystal Caves and heading down to check those out. And very interested to see. Again, I hopped on this tour last minute, so we'll see what it's providing. There are several steps down into the cave. I would say be mindful of the shoes you wear, and just be mindful of your step, as some of the stairs have a little bit of water.
This cave was actually found in 1907 by two teenage boys between the age of 13 and 14 years old. And one day they were playing cricket and one of the boys hit the ball in one of the trees. When the boys went to go look for the ball, they found a hole. So the boys did what just about any teenage boys would do. They went home. They got some rope and a kerosene lantern. The boys came back to the hole, they tied their rope around the tree, and they came down into the deep dark unknown. When they got down here, what they thought was just a few puddles actually turned out to be a 55-foot brackish-water lake, and they swam for 2 hours. But unless they can hold their breath for a mile underwater, the only way out for them was the way they came in. So when the boys finally found the rope that they came down on, they made their way back up, they went home, and they told their parents what they found. And their parents told the Wilkinsons. The Wilkinsons owned the property that this cave was under, so automatically the cave went to them. The Wilkinsons came down here for the first time, and they saw the beauty of the cave. So they decided to open it up for an attraction a year later, and from 1908 to 1928, they had unguided boat ride tours and boats kind of.
You will be asked not to touch the rock formations, but as you can see, the gentleman in front of me, folks are going to try to touch them anyway, but the purpose is because the oils on your hand can actually stop the development of these beautiful formations. So just look, don't touch, folks. At some point in the tour guide will turn off all the lights so you can experience pitch blackness. However, of course, being in a digital society, people put out their phones, and the flash kind of contradicted the dark. my suggestion to Crystal Caves is maybe when you're at that point in the tour where you go to dark, give a moment for people to catch it on film, and then you know, have a moment where we don't have our phones and people can just experience this beautifulness. Throughout the tour, you're on this single file line paved footpath. I'm not sure if this is accessible. There are rails for you to hold on to, like ducking and dodging to get out of here. Our bun is too big. Oh, we gotta go real low.
Keep your head down. Keep go. Keep your head down. That's good.
Thank you. It gets really low at one point. All right. What goes down has to go up. So we're climbing the 81 steps back to the top. There are bathroom facilities and a gift shop here.
I think that we're going to hook to the bottom of that second raft, of the second rail. We'll hopefully be able to position. I think that's better than
And we only went to the Crystal Cave. There is another cave on site because there's a guided tour. We only could do one. So, and that was the Crystal Caves. Heading to get back on the bus. I feel like I haven't seen something like that since elementary school in the Ray Caverns in the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia. So I did. So now we are, I believe, heading to the aquarium. So essentially the cave was founded by a couple little boys who lost a cricket ball and found the entrance to the cave. But it was on property for a family, the Wilkinson family. So eventually the family just turned this into the attraction that you see today. I think another cool part of the founding of the caves is that the family of the boys were gifted some piece of the property, which is still within the family today. So good story with a good ending. My bun is doing a lot. From here, it was off to the aquarium. Now, I will say, this is just a regular old aquarium. However, this is the only package available with the Crystal Caves on the day of my sailing that was left when I wrote to my came down the book. So I toughed it out, but I will say the aquariums had a good view. So that was the aquarium experience. Yeah, didn't really need to see that, but because I literally walked out this morning and asked the shore excursion people at the dock, was there any room? I really couldn't be too picky. But it was, I think, a nice activity. Not too strenuous. I mean, the steps might wind you a little bit, but you know, aquarium, cave, walk down, it was pretty easy to walk. You know, I would recommend that for a variety of guests of all ages. The aquarium had like a little playground area, so it wasn't nothing too rigorous. Now I want you to see, look at this current, y'all. Like, this is amazing to me. Can you see it? Right there. It's like everything just washes and then just naturally at some point in the day it changes direction and comes rushing back in. Amazing. And it's just gorgeous out here in Bermuda. The weather is beautiful today. Highly recommend this time of year. It's not hot. Beautiful breeze, as you probably can hear. talk about a current. So this area is known for, I believe it's called an inlet, is known for all the water literally at one point in the day goes out, and then in a few hours you'll see the current will change and everybody will be coming back in, or all the water, not everybody will be coming back in. And then look, it's this huge school of fish. How neat. I definitely have to come back to Bermuda just to do the beach. Super strong current. Probably not safe to swim in at all, but fun to watch. And literally again, it'll just change directions at some point in the afternoon.
Beautiful day. As you can see, the water and the ocean, and is where your triangle stars go. So your triangle eventually starts to see the Hamilton. So if you go swimming down here at the beach, you will be swimming in the your triangle. So down there you got your bar, your restaurant, your wash facility, and your bathrooms. But also down here you got all your transportation that you need. The shuttles stay down there until the last person leaves the beach. Beaches are public beaches, open 24 hours a day.
It was time to say goodbye to beautiful Bermuda as we headed back to the ship. The excursion left a few minutes of shopping time, but pretty much it was almost time to board when we arrived to port. Alright, so that was the wonderful island tour with the cave and the aquarium. Definitely, if you have an itinerary with the caves, go see it. The aquarium, you don't need to see it. But the guide was really helpful for pointing out landmarks. So next time I come to Bermuda, I know little beaches to go to. It was really helpful with orienting myself around Bermuda, as I've never been before. But next time I'll know there's a lot of options with the public bus for $5, beach shuttles for $7 that make sure you get back, pretty reliable transportation options. So yeah, next time I know exactly where to go. I think I'll either do a bus or a shuttle to a beach or a private beach club. But it was cool to see Bermuda for the first time. That was country number 30, or Bermuda is country number 30. And it made a wonderful first impression. So can't wait to get back. All right, time to get back on the ship for lunch, a drink, and we're sailing away, making our way back home in this inaugural series for Norwegian Prima out of New York, and touring Bermuda overnight. And if you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the See It With C content. As you can see, I take you along with me, and you get the full experience of solo travel, tourism, the little tips of how to navigate around places. So if that's your jam, this is the right spot for you. These complimentary cold towels as we waited to get back on the ship were clutch. Very nice touch. Very nice complimentary towel as we're waiting. It's a bit of a line. Everyone, I think, had the same idea of getting back at 2:30. So a little bit of a backlog getting back on the ship, but it seems to be moving. All right, and just wrapping up our day in Bermuda. This is See It With C. Thanks for traveling with me on the inaugural series of the Norwegian Prima out of New York. Beautiful ship, beautiful island. This made country number 30 for me, and I honestly cannot wait to get back on the Prima. I am probably going to close out this vlog series here, but if you haven't already done so, like, comment, subscribe. Always going to enjoy the ride. You get a good combination of tips and you get to see the views. So Hope you're enjoying the channel. Hope you're enjoying the content. And definitely get on Norwegian Prima. It's top tier, like the top of the tiers. As soon as you can. It's making its way around the United States at various ports. So if it's at a port near you, I highly recommend that you get on this ship. Food is great. Atmosphere is great. Excellent customer service for the most part. So yeah, highly recommend Norwegian Prima. I can't wait to jump back either on this ship or another class of this ship. All right, I am closing out. It's SeeItWithC. Thanks for traveling with me, and see you next time.